call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill up.
Okay, what is going on, good people? Welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. Tonight, or today, I'm here to give you my review of WWE Bad Blood 2024, which was this past Saturday, October 5th, 2024. So, this was definitely an interesting show. Like, there's definitely a lot of hype around this show. In my opinion, I thought this was a very enjoyable show. I really enjoyed it. And there's a lot of history here, because 27 years ago to the day, they had the first ever Bad Blood pay-per-view. And they also had the first ever Hell in a Cell match. And like I said, now 27 years later, we get the Bad Blood pay-per-view back. Or PLE, whatever you want to call it. And we get a Hell in a Cell match here. And I gotta say this, Triple H, he listens to the fans and stuff, because if this was still the Hell in a Cell pay-per-views, there would have been like multiple Hell in a Cell matches on this show. So I'm happy there was only one Hell in a Cell match on here on this Bad Blood pay-per-view or PLE. So that was definitely smart there. But overall, I really enjoyed this show. I really enjoyed the show. But before we get started with this review, go follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter or X. Go follow me on X and Instagram at the True JSB. And also, if you're just, checking out one of my videos, hit that subscribe button. That really helped me out a whole lot. I'm on the road to 1K subscribers. And yeah, hit that subscribe button and go down to all my links, and you guys can go subscribe to all those other channels. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this review. Let's go wasting time. So the first match that kicked off the night was the Hell in the Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This was a personal feud here going on. This is their trilogy match here. It's the third match of the series. It's crazy to think about. CM Punk hasn't had, this is like his fourth match of the year or something like that. Yeah, his like fourth match of the year. Because he had that injury back at the Rumble. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, this match definitely deserved to be inside the Hell in a Cell. After everything that Drew McIntyre has been saying about, CM Punk and CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, and, talking about his dog and, this punting down CM Punk. And, it's just been very, these words that they've been having with each other have been very heated ever since, like, Survivor Series of last year. So I really been enjoying that. And even go back to the Rumble as well, with Drew McIntyre injuring Punk in the Rumble. So yeah, this match definitely deserved to be inside the Hell in a Cell. Like I said, 27 years ago, they had the first ever Hell in a Cell match, and like I said, this deserved to be in here. Some spots were good in this match. I like how they utilize the toolbox in this match. Utilize it as a weapon. I mean, they utilize some things like the, not the screwdriver, but they utilized a wrench in the match, putting it on the face of CM Punk. We even saw blood in this match. Yeah, this match deserved to have blood here. That was good. CM Punk, I think, got hit by some steel steps in the match, and then he got busted open or something like that. He's on the outside of the ring, and he got busted open, which he was gushing down blood on the side of his face. I believe it was from steel steps. I even like the way that Drew McIntyre got busted open. He got busted open by the toolbox hitting CM Punk hit it over his head. I mean the table spot was pretty nice. That suplex through the table on the outside of the ring, that was pretty cool. It looks like CM Punk was dead there. the transitions that CM Punk was doing, like um, into the sharpshooter. Even there was one point where he countered into an Anaconda Vice. That was pretty cool in the match. Drew McIntyre, he was talking a lot of trash in this match, saying that your wife is going to leave you after this match. Or even with the chain at the end, that was pretty nice. I like the white noise on top of the steel steps that Drew McIntyre did to CM Punk. I like CM Punk's back is broken. I like I hope CM Punk doesn't get injured in this match. Like that's what was going through the back of my mind. I don't want CM Punk to get injured. What else? Oh yeah, even like Drew McIntyre bringing out the beads at the end, and just dumping it on CM Punk's head. That just pushed CM Punk over the limit there. He wrapped the chain around his leg or around his knee, and hit the GTS on Drew, and then shoved the beads in Drew McIntyre's mouth, and CM Punk ends up winning. So this, I feel like this ends this feud here. Ends this trilogy, and it's gonna be interesting to see where CM Punk goes after this. Like to see who he ties it up with. Kind of going into like Survivor Series, going into Royal Rumble Mania next year. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Punk and Rollins at Mania next year, but like it's what he does in between time until he gets to Mania. But this was probably the best match on the show. Not gonna lie, this was the best thing that happened, and it was kind of hard for these other matches to outdo this because I felt like this should have been the main event. But hey, I'm happy with it. It was a fun opener. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll move on to the next match, which we had was the WWE Women's Title on the line. We had Nia Jax defending the title against Bayley. Yeah, I gotta say this. I enjoyed their SummerSlam match a lot better. Like, I don't know what it is right now with this women's division. But there's something. It's just not clicking with me right now. I don't know why. Nia Jax, she was dominant majority of this match. She was looking fine. Bayley was looking fine, but I don't know. There was something missing from this match. You guys can go down in the comments, tell me if you guys are feeling the same way. But the match, we did have a ref bump in this match where Bayley, she like did a kick to Nia Jax, and then Nia Jax ended up falling on Jessica Carr, the referee. I got called, brother. Here we go. We're gonna have some shenanigans going on here. But yeah, we had Tiffany Stratton coming out, beating down Bayley with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And it looks like Tiffany was gonna cash in, but not Tiffany, Nia Jax, she like came to, she set up, and so they kind of like had a war words with each other. They kind of were talking. She like, and then Tiffany started goes like, "I wasn't gonna cash in. I wasn't gonna cash in." So she was backing off, which ended up letting Nia take advantage of Bayley. Basically hit her with that squash, and 1, 2, 3, still your women's champion, Nia Jax. So yeah, it was an okay match where it was. I expected Nia to retain. And I didn't expect the cash in to happen here. I kind of feel like they were going to tease it, but I knew that was going to happen. Maybe around Survivor Series. I wouldn't say they do it in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel, but you never know. But I think they do more like Survivor Series around that time. But we'll see. And also, there were so many celebrities at this show. I don't know, like for like the hip hop game especially. Like I feel like they had so many famous Atlanta rappers. Of course, Metro Boomin. He was promoting the show. They had Future's GTA song. They had that as a theme song. I don't know, WWE's been promoting a lot of hip hop lately. They've been dabbling in the hip hop game, which is kind of different, which is kind of weird. Think about. And then you had so many Hall of Famers at the show. I don't know. I just feel like they could have done without showing all these Hall of Famers. I mean, I understand WWE. Triple H. He's a businessman at the end of the day. He's trying to um, get more eyes on the product. So maybe with like these, rappers being there, could get like people go like, hey, this guy's here. Metro Boomin's here. I should tune in. Little Baby's here. I should tune in. Big Killer Mike is here. I don't know. Is this, they help promote the shows and stuff as well. These famous people, and also having these legends here. Go like, hey, there's legends here. I gotta tune in. Which we'll talk about a little bit more with the legends later on. But yeah, like I said, Nia Jax ends up winning here. I mean, she ends up retaining her title. So yeah. Next match we had was Damian Priest going up against Finn Balor, former members of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest used to be the leader of Judgment Day until it got kicked out. I thought this was a okay match, nothing too crazy. Both guys have really good chemistry. I really wasn't surprised with all the shenanigans towards the end of the match. Carlito getting involved. We had JD McDonough also coming out getting involved, trying to fight, trying to beat down Priest. But Damian Priest ends up find them all off. Yeah, ends up fighting them all off. Finn Balor was going like for his coup de grace, but Damian Priest ends up reversing into like his choke slam he does. Ends up winning here, which was very surprising because I feel like Finn Balor, in my opinion, Finn Balor needed to win more rather than having Damian Priest win. Because when's the last time Finn Balor won on a PLE? When's the last time? Someone go down in the comments because I don't really know. And I feel like it's been a while since Finn Balor's won. And I felt like this match should have been bigger than what it was because, like I said, former members of Judgment Day, and Judgment Day's really been heavily on Raw this past year or so. So I don't know. I feel like it should have been a lot bigger than what it was. But that's just me. But yeah, Damian Priest ends up winning here. Nothing too crazy. All right, I want to talk about this. Okay, so we had Triple H come out. He had a big announcement. Everybody was going like, oh, well, what was this big announcement going to be? And it was very disappointing here. So, it was basically for the Saudi show here, and they unveiled this new championship belt, the Crown Jewel Championship belt. So basically, Triple H was saying that the world champion, the world heavyweight champion, and the WWE champion will end up facing each other at Crown Jewel for the men's and the women's. And whoever wins basically gets this title belt right here. And kind of looking at it far away, the title belt didn't look that bad, but damn, that's a huge title belt. It does not look that good. And this, I don't think this is a Triple H idea. I think this is more on Saudi Arabia. They be giving WWE that blood money. I tell you that right now. Of course, we had Gunther come out. We had him. I feel like Gunther is going to be the one who ends up winning this belt right here. And to be honest, they're making this belt for no reason because this belt isn't going to be defended each week and stuff, or like on pay-per-views. It's kind of going to be like that what they did for the for what AEW did with the what they did with the Owen Hart Cup. With those title belts. Like this belt isn't going to be defended, so. But I mean, like I said, this is probably a Saudi Arabia thing, probably a Saudi thing that they came up with. I don't think this is a Triple H idea. Like when they had a title belt out there, I was like, hey, maybe this might be a women's mid card belt, but no, it was just them, promoting Saudi and all that. Crown Jewel. People, they were kind of booing at this. The fans were not happy about this at all. I don't know. The belt looked cool at first, but I'm not really a fan of this at all. But yeah, we had Gunther come out. He was, saying he was kind of talking a little bit of trash to Goldberg, say, "Hey, you're my favorite," but he goes like, "Nah, you're not my favorite." And he's saying that you're a better father than you are a wrestler, and that kind of made Gunther mad. I mean, that kind of made Goldberg mad. So Goldberg, he jumped over the barricade. Um, then they had they had security hold off Goldberg. But then Sami Zayn came out and he had a little brawl with Gunther. Which, to be honest, I wish that match between Gunther and Sami Zayn was on Bad Blood, because there was no men's world title on the line, which was kind of disappointing. Excuse me, which was kind of disappointing here, because I bet Sami Zayn and Gunther would have tore it down here at Bad Blood. But yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit about this crown jewel championship. Like I said, they want to make these crown jewel shows seem special. So I go like, hey, they're gonna have a title belt that's not gonna be defended. Okay, cool. I'm not a fan of this at all. So we move on to the next thing on the show, which we had was the women's world title on the line. We had Liv Morgan defending the title against Rhea Ripley, and Dominic was suspended in a shark cage, like above the arena. Yeah, this is probably the weakest thing on this show, or the weakest match on the show. And Liv Morgan throughout the match, she was really working on the leg of Rhea Ripley. Is working over her leg. She even was mocking live Eddie Guerrero here, which I don't even know why. I mean, I know that Dom has ties to Eddie Guerrero and all that, but yeah, I don't know why they did that. And, it was kind of cool towards like the end of the match where Dom there was a lot of attention on Dom here in the match, and it kind of took away from the actual match that was going on. But yeah, Dom ended up unlocking the cage, and they had his legs strapped up, so he falls out of the cage and he's hanging up like a piñata upside down. So Rhea Ripley, she grabs a kendo stick, starts beating Dom with a kendo stick, and then out of nowhere we see Raquel Rodriguez. She makes her return in so many months, which I had a prediction that was going to happen, that Raquel Rodriguez was going to return to help out Liv Morgan. So the match basically gets thrown out the window here. Yeah, it becomes like a no contest. So Liv Morgan, she still retains by a no contest. And it looks like we're going to be getting Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez going forward. So, it gives Liv Morgan some more protection and stuff. So it doesn't make Rhea Ripley look weak, and still makes Liv Morgan look like, a cowardly heel that she is. So, hey, I mean, I'm happy that Raquel Rodriguez is back, and we'll see where this goes. But yeah, this was the weakest match on this show, though. Not gonna lie. All right, and then the main event, we had the Bloodline, the Wish Bloodline, the Timu Bloodline of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa going up against Cody Rhodes and the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. This is Roman Reigns' first match back since WrestleMania 40. Yeah, this seemed like more of a glorified house show main event match, and that's what this felt like. To be honest, this should not have been the main event. Like I said, the Hell in a Cell match should have been the main event. But after everything that went down, I understand why they made this the main event. Roman Reigns was so over here. It was nice to see Roman Reigns get back in the ring, and like I said, he was getting cheered so much. So Sikoa, I mean, I'm just not sold on him really right now. I mean, after that match he had with Cody Rhodes in the main event at SummerSlam, I don't know. I'm just not completely sold on Solo right now. Jacob Fatu, though, man, I love me some Jacob Fatu. He should be the tribal chief right now, the current tribal chief. But man, that stuff, what he was doing when he was tying it up with Roman in the match, that was good. Like I said, this is it seemed like a glorified house show match. But we had a hooded guy come out, and he was taking out Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, taking out those Tongaloans. The other guys of the bloodline, the Wish bloodline. And some super kicks there. And he takes off his hood, takes off his mask. And it's none other than Jimmy Uso. We've seen this before, with someone in a hood, coming out to help out Roman here. But this was nice. This was really nice here. I was, because usually, it's the same thing that happens over and over again. Someone helps out Roman, but this was a nice switch of pace here. I really enjoyed this. So you had like the original Bloodline members of Jimmy and Roman reuniting, fighting off the Wish bloodline. So Roman and Cody, they ended up winning the match, which I was quite surprised. I thought the heels would end up winning, because how do you expect to get to Survivor Series War Games if you don't make the bloodline look strong here? So I thought maybe Solo would get the pin over like Roman. But this is, like I said, this is Roman's first pay-per-view back. They're not gonna make him get pinned. They're not gonna make Roman get pinned. But yeah, Roman and Cody win. After the match, Roman shows Cody the respect. But then Tongaloa and Tama Tonga, they ended up beating down on Cody as Roman and Jay were leaving. And then, Roman and Jimmy were leaving. As Roman and Jimmy were leaving, Jimmy was like, "Hey, you want to go save him?" And he says, "Up to you." So they run back. They take out Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Take out the rest of the bloodline. And it looks like they're all standing strong there. Roman hands the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes, and then you smell what The Rock is cooking. The final boss, The Rock, comes out. Which everybody was expecting this. That's why they made this match the main event here. But yeah, everybody was expecting this here for The Rock to come out. He basically does this to Roman, Cody, and Jimmy Uso, like cutting it off, cut it at the neck here. So who knows what The Rock is going to be saying? Basically, The Rock, he is all control right now. I mean, that'd be nice to see The Rock in the War Games match, but I don't know. We're just going to see what happens here. Because I have a feeling that we're going to get the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline, but we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens at Survivor Series War Games. But that's how the show ended. Overall, it was a pretty good show. It was a good PLE. The best, like I said, the best thing on the show was the Hell in a Cell match. And everything else was just kind of, it was in the middle here. Like these were the two best things on the show: the Hell in a Cell, and then the main event here with all the returns that happened. There were a lot of returns on this show, so it's gonna be nice to see where WWE goes moving forward. But yeah, that was my WWE Bad Blood 2024 review. Go down in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought of Bad Blood 2024. Some things I got coming up on my channel. I'm going to be doing a watch along next week for we got AEW Wrestle Dream next weekend. We'll be doing a prediction show for Wrestle Dream as well. As well as I'll do a review next week for that. So we got a lot of wrestling coming up. And then I think a few weeks after that, we got NXT Halloween Havoc. We got a PLE for them for WWE NXT. And then, of course, in a few weeks after that, I think we got like Crown Jewel. And then we got Survivor Series somewhere in there. And then we got Full Gear. So there's a lot of pay-per-views coming up here towards the end of the year. And also, I've got some retro reviews to do for you guys as well. I'm going to review some old Bad Blood pay-per-views. I'm going to review the first ever one from 1997, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing that on my channel here. As well as I'm going to be doing, I believe they had one in 03 and 04. So I'm going to review those as well. Might as well do those while it's the month of October. But yeah, this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and go follow me on X and Instagram at the True JSB. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.